Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Game number 2 of night number 4 of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. This is game number 11 of the tournament. Game number 10, which was game number 1 tonight, went double overtime. The Bombers won 55-53 over the Illini West Chargers. So we're getting a little late start here. This was scheduled to start at 5:30. It looks like we're going to start about somewhere between 5 and 10 till. This should be another good one, as we have the West Hancock Titans and the Illini Bluffs Tigers. Titans and Tigers coming your way here from one of the best high school gyms in Illinois, Bushnell-Prairie City High School. I'm Dwayne Hulett. John Reynolds will be alongside when he's done writing names down. The Tigers come in at 3-0. The Titans come in at 2-1 after a loss last night to the Bombers, or I should say Wednesday night to the Bombers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Military Appreciation Night of 2020.
It is Military Appreciation Night, as you might have heard Jake Croxton say in the background. Talked about how full the gym was. Part of that was because a couple of schools in here for the next game already. So some of them have left, but still a good crowd here on a Friday night of Thanksgiving weekend, as they are honoring the veterans who are in the crowd tonight. Asking them to stand and be honored here. The Booster Club is here for a free hot dog for all the veterans. As John Reynolds, as you could hear him rattling around underneath the headset, is
got to make sure it's
now.
Perfect. There, turn myself down too. How about that?
That sounds perfect. I meant that you turned yourself down.
Yeah, I know what you got.
Okay. You want to mark these down? Jaden Washington, one of the starters for the Tigers. Nolan Hurt has been a key contributor to the Titans. Wyatt Hendel, his grandmother just came and talked to us a couple minutes ago. They'll be at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Carter Barnes had 5 threes on Wednesday night. Devin White, the second leading scorer in the game for the Tigers Wednesday, has had a good tournament. Gavin Grotehouse has been relatively quiet, actually, but is playing point, gets up and down the floor very well. Toby Cooper banged up an ankle on Tuesday night, but he's been playing pretty well since then. Gage Scott, the Titans forward, good ball player as well, been relatively quiet. Here's the player of the tournament. He's going to Lehigh College, Lehigh University. Hank Alvey, and the best player, at least in the tournament so far for the Titans, off the 5th and final player to come off the bench, is wearing number 5 tonight.
Yes.
Louis Siegfried is wearing number 5 tonight.
Say, hold on a second.
Throwing us a curveball.
Like, I don't have a number 5.
I wonder if he forgot his jersey.
What is he a freshman?
No, he's a senior. Or junior.
Junior. Oof. If he was a freshman, I can see it.
That Matt Whitman.
Yeah, I was listening. That's where I got that from.
And it went jump one by Alvey. Washington given to Hendel, and we'll start things off with the Illini Bluffs with the basketball. Here as we head towards the start of this one. Oh, and an alley-oop to Devin White down low. He could have taken it back up, didn't do it. Now Cooper with it. Down to Alvey, skips it across to Washington. Skips it to White. White for 3, just off to the right side of the top of the key. Hits the triple, and Devin White has the first points of the game. 3-0 lead for the Tigers. Nolan Hurt with it. Out to Scott. Sorry, go ahead.
Not the all-pro linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Devin White.
Well, not that I know of anyway. I would think his eligibility would be gone. Be tough to be in a couple spots at the same time.
That's a good point.
Carter Barnes kicks it over to Grotehouse. Grotehouse around to Alvey. Pump fake. Gets it out to Barnes. 3, right corner. Off, no good. Alvey with the rebound.
A pretty shot there.
He hit 5 of those, 4 of them in the first quarter.
Wow.
Against the Bombers, and then hit 1 in the fourth quarter, but not enough to lift the Titans past the Bombers. Into Alvey. Alvey throws it up and over the rim.
Yeah, and he's just got the size advantage down low. That's going to be tough for West Hancock all day.
Runner by Siegfried off, no good. Alvey with another rebound. West Prairie in the first game of the series of the weekend. They're called Siegfried with the block, and he might have got hit in the nose.
Yeah, he's down. I'm getting back up now. Does look like he's holding that nose. Don't know if there's hopefully no blood on the floor.
His first, team's first. Looks like he's actually
I was
holding
going to
his
say,
mouth
yeah,
or
going
his
for a
tooth.
tooth. Yeah, don't want to see a tooth on the floor.
His brother broke his nose in this tournament a few years ago. I thought it was Louis, but it wasn't. I was corrected on that by Luke Little, who happened to be here at the time apparently, but not with us. Wide Hendel for 3, and he nails it.
And an early 8-0 run for the Tigers.
And Devin White's going to pick up the foul. His first, team's first.
Tiger foul, 14, Devin White, who's first, team first.
And not Luke Little, the Cub reliever, either. I assume.
Yeah, I know that for a fact. Siegfried, pull up jumper, off back of the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, off, no good again. Tipped around, Alvey comes down with it.
That's great hustle there by the Titans, all around there to try and secure that board. But then you got Hank Alvey down low, and that's always going to be tough.
Alvey, reverse layup, off, no good. He got pushed out by Nolan Hurt. Cooper, I don't know how that wasn't a foul.
Yeah.
Grodehouse out to Barnes for 3, off, no good. Grodehouse with the rebound. He puts it up. Well, they're going to call a foul on Gage Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't know if I agree with that one, but yeah, somebody said it. That's kind of what I was thinking. If they're going to call the offensive foul there, you would have liked to seen this one called, but we play on. 8-0 with 5 minutes first quarter. Ball out of bounds is tipped, and it'll
Grodehouse tipped it off of Cooper, the official says.
And these are some names I'm going to have to learn because I don't know anybody from these schools.
Grodehouse with it. He's going to try and drive, dumps it out. Scott for 3, left corner, no good. Devin White tracks down the rebound. Titans have had good ball movement. They just can't get a shot to fall at the moment. They struggled from the field against Macomb as well in a very uncharacteristically poor shooting performance, and it hasn't started a whole lot better here for him tonight. Alvey drives down, puts up the shot. It's good.
He's up to 4 tonight. Tipped away, stolen by Washington. He's on the fast break. Loses his dribble, and he'll just get it back out.
Alvey, right elbow. Cooper now. Kobe Cooper gives it off to Devin White. 4-19, and White's going to get the layup to fall. A 12-0 run to start this one, and Coach Dahl wants a timeout. And it's going to be a full one, and we'll take one as well. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. The Tigers cheerleaders are on the floor right now under the full timeouts. And we got 4:15 remaining. 4:15 remaining in the first quarter, and it's 12-0 Tigers. And the Tigers had problems scoring the basketball a little bit against Bushnell Wednesday night. They did win by a bunch, by over 30, but they scored just 53 points. And really a lot of those came late, especially in the second half. It was a relatively close game, like 10 or something like that at the half, but they really blew it open in the second half. They've picked up right where they left off and putting the ball in the hoop here in the first quarter of this one.
Yeah, and like you said, West Hancock's had some shots. They just are not falling for
Siegfried for three. It's off.
Those will fall as time goes on here in the rest of the game.
Washington on a nice outlet pass. Hangs in the air, leaves it. White can't finish. Hank Alvey comes down with it. He's fouled. See who they call it on. It's going to be on Nolan Hurt.
Yep, number 1 for him. Second foul.
Team's third foul.
Well, never missing one.
Siegfried has one. You got him with one?
There it is.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you sure you just don't want to do this? Here.
I don't even need the sheet. They did Hank or Hack-a-Hank. Oh, my goodness. That nearly stopped.
In, out.
And
right back.
They did Hack-a-Hank on Monday night. The West Prairie Cyclones did against the Illini Bluffs. He was getting hammered every time he touched the ball. Bushnell tried to do the same thing, except they didn't call the fouls.
Hack-a-Hank.
Hack-a-Hank. That's my new thing. I think that should stick the rest of this year.
Trademark it. Slap a TM on it. Well, West Prairie. Oh, right to
Wyatt Hindle.
Tigers. Had a good idea, just the wrong jersey.
That's not a good pass by White. Threw it behind Hank Alvey.
Despite Hank Alvey being fairly tall down low, even he could not reach that one.
Trying to figure out who number 11 is over there, too, for the Titans. That might be Froman. First one's off, no good by Siegfried. Gage Scott with the putback. There was no number 11 on there before. They're all even numbers.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll wait for Croxton to say a name.
22 is Cooper Knowles. 23 is Carter Barnes tonight, not 22.
Yeah.
Cooper Knowles is 22. On the floor, Gavin Grodhouse and Hank Alvey down there fighting for it. That's one thing, you're not going to out-fight or out-scrap West Hancock.
So they were all down there on the floor fighting around trying to well, looks like. So it'll be Titan basketball.
Which is what it should have been because the Tigers won the jump.
Yep.
We're still in the first quarter, 2:50 remaining actually. I do believe that's Froman over there, number 11. He's number 00 on your scorecard before. Hopefully he'll score here and we can figure it out. Big block by Alvey, outletted to Cooper. And Cooper's going to lose it out of bounds, stays with the Tigers.
We will call him number 11 for now. Hunter Froman.
And the communication's already going to start about, hey, you know, if you're going to. The referees talk to both coaches.
Yep. Already getting a little chirpy here. 6 minutes into it, 2:29 to go, first quarter.
Coach Vass and Coach Dahl have known each other a long time, too. Cooper's turnaround jumper off, no good. Alvey with the rebound. And Alvey just gave Gage Scott an elbow to the chops after the foul was called, and Coach Dahl is losing his mind.
West Hancock foul, number 20, Gage Scott. In second, Team Florida.
Yeah, that's number 2 already for Scott.
Louis Siegfried coming back in. Scott's going to take a seat.
And like you
Team
said,
foul number 4.
Dahl getting his money's worth over there.
What's funny is you'll see Hank Alvey, who probably will not sit down if the game remains close, play high post, and he has it swiped away by Grotehouse. Picked up, now stolen away.
Froman, we believe.
That's going to go off of Washington, out of bounds. Stays with the Titans.
Good hustle play there.
Nolan Hurt replacing, we believe, Froman. Should have been paying closer attention.
Yeah, we probably should have there. Had all the times we should pay attention.
Of course, a good stat book guy would have went over and made sure the lineup was correct. I mean, I wouldn't have either. I wouldn't have either, but I'm just saying a good one.
Maybe we should get the right jersey numbers in the scorebook.
Well, they were right.
And then now they're
Until
not.
they wore, this is the first time they wore white jerseys.
Yep.
Nolan Hurt with the travel. Back to the
so
Tigers.
I guess they've got red jersey be their other one?
Black, actually.
Oh, it's black, okay. Yeah, some red ones would be interesting.
First time they've been home team here at a tournament.
Fair.
Oh, Wyatt Hindle holding that ball up on his hip right there. Carter Barnes picking him up. Oh, backdoor pass. Washington reverse layup. That was a great pass.
Yeah, what a pass, what a look, and what a finish by Jaden Washington underneath the basket. 14-point lead for the Tigers. Still feels like West Hancock's in this game. Playing scrappy, staying in there. It's a tough Illini Bluffs team.
And they're going to call Wyatt Hindle for the foul, his first, team second. McCoy checking in, number 15. Jack Murphy, number 13, checking in. Am I right? Cole McCoy,
yep,
number 15, and
yes.
Jack Murphy, number 13.
You are so correct. Just had to look at my bad handwriting and figure out which name it was.
Grotehouse with it. Hurt. Grotehouse driving on Washington. Gets it into Knowles, blocked by Alvey, and then they're falling around on the floor, fighting it up. Murphy, who's fresh off the bench, is fighting with Barnes, and he gets up clapping, and I think they may call a technical on both of them.
I think so.
This is bound to happen. You saw this coming.
Yep. It's gotten scrappy quick. And we're in the first quarter, folks.
These two teams haven't played all year, and it's already this way. We're 6 minutes or 7 minutes and 6 seconds in. Yeah, I saw.
You said that. So what are we thinking? 2 tech here or 1 on?
No, it'll be it almost has to be 2 ways.
Yeah.
If they give a technical, it's got to be for both of them.
Yep.
Technical on the Titans, number 23. That's Barnes. Technical on the Tigers, number 13. And Coach Vass loses his mind. It's a jump ball. It'll be possession to the Tigers.
Yep.
So that's a foul on each team.
So we've got Barnes picked up 1, correct?
Yep.
Barnes.
Write that time down on that. 54.4 seconds somewhere. Just write it down on the bottom of the sheet or something like that. 13 for IB and 23 for.
Okay. Yep. Jack Murphy picked up the foul.
Yep.
Who recently just checked.
He checked the litter. He hadn't even been into the game to be upset.
Yep. And there's Coach Dahl as well. Trying to get an explanation.
I mean, in Murphy's defense, I know he was fighting for the ball or whatever, but he literally had just come in the game. He couldn't have been involved in any of the other altercations that had been happening.
Nope, that was just get me in there and get the hands on the basketball, and shows the dedication they've got to this game.
Coach Anderson may be coming over here to talk. If he does, I'll steal your headset for just a couple minutes and talk to him.
That's all right. I can do some stats and take a breather.
Jack Murphy, Washington, Jaden Washington, trying to get the inbound. Cole McCoy, Devin White, and Hank Alvey on the floor for the Tigers. It's Carter Barnes, Nolan Hurt, Gavin Grodhouse, Cooper Knowles, and Louis Siegfried on for the Titans. 3 on the way by McCoy, way long. Rebound to Barnes. Well, wasn't really any rebound. It's more like kind of a steal. Just never touched the rim.
Yeah, the shot just was not there for
3 on the way. Siegfried nailed it. It was 12-0, and it's been not a whole lot of offense since then at the 4. There's 3 from Alvey, off no good. Got his own rebound at the right elbow, loses it. Gets it out to Washington with 10 seconds, make it 11 seconds left. Washington's going to be blocked by Hurt. That's a jump ball. That's a good call.
Yeah, that is a very good call.
Nolan Hurt got that jump ball call.
Yep.
And with 9.1 seconds left, the Titans have a chance to cut this to a sub 10-point lead.
Yep.
The end of the first quarter, which Siegfried again nailed it. Louis Siegfried, 2 threes to end the quarter, and it's 16-8. The Titans trying to claw their way back into this one. And we'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. 16-8, which is not good if you're the Titans, but considering with about 40 left, maybe 5 minutes left, it was 12-0. You'll probably take it.
Yeah, it got kind of bad for a minute there for the Tigers. Just kind of started to run away with it, up by 14. And now, the Titans starting to claw back there with a couple late threes by Siegfried.
Oh, second quarter. I always forget that.
I was going to call you out on it. I saw it. I had to. You called me out on the stat sheet.
I didn't call you out on the fact you missed Gage Scott's first shot.
Yep.
I was going to let that go. Now that 3 on the way by Cooper, off no good. Got rim and saved by White. Now Alvey puts up the shot. Hammer, counted, and a foul. Foul is on number 22, Cooper Knowles. Team's first of the second quarter. Hank Alvey gets his first attempt at an old-fashioned three-point play attempt here of the game. Nailed it. Louis Siegfried to walk it up now.
What did my mom send me a text?
Oh, that's a charge. Yes, it is. No basket. Siegfried's going to pick up his second foul, team second of the quarter.
Yep.
Gage Scott checking back in after getting elbowed in the face earlier. Siegfried's going to take a seat.
Talk it over with Coach Dahl there on the sideline.
Washington inbound. Cooper back to Washington.
So these are two schools that probably do not play at all.
No, that's why it's surprising it got so physical there.
Illini Bluffs just outside of Peoria, and West Hancock on the complete opposite side of.
Wyatt Hindle went to the hoop and nearly left it laying on the rim. 22's on Cooper Knowles again. It's his second, team's third.
Cooper Knowles has a different jersey on tonight as well.
Yeah, I told you that earlier.
Well,
Carter Barnes was 22. He's 23 now. Cooper Knowles was 30, and now he's 22. Number 13, Cooper Shaw. He was 35 or 25. Yep. 35, he's 13 tonight. Cooper Shaw is 13 tonight. Wyatt Hindle hits the second one.
Titans moving the ball around the outside. 3 ball is no good. Offensive board, and that's going to be a foul on
Devin White,
Devin White. Yep.
114 was fouled by another 14.
Yep. Number 2 for him. 12-point game. They play every
Alec Himes, we know that, but outside of that, they don't play. Alec is one of the better players from these Titan teams years past. I remember that name. And Alec has had a lot of good meetings with the Illini Bluffs here at the Spartan Tip-Off Classic as Roadhouse hits the first. But outside of this tournament, Alec, you guys haven't seen each other a whole lot, have you?
If I was a betting man, I'd say probably not.
Not in the postseason, as the West Hancock's a 2A school.
Right, correct.
Illini Bluffs a 1A. Ball tipped. Boy, Cooper looked like he traveled right there. Cooper's going to get the basket to fall.
Called blocking foul there on Alvey.
Alvey's going to get called for the foul. Team second. Didn't Gavin Grodhouse just shoot 2 free throws? Team second.
Yes. Well,
22
Alvey's first foul.
22 to 10.
Titan basketball.
All right.
And the fire alarms are going off.
Well, this happened last year. Folks, that's the fire alarm.
Are you really going to do this, or who burnt the hot dogs? Looking at Justice Keene down here.
Justice is standing by him.
Well, they're going to talk things over here.
Teams to the bench.
I mean, I
The
don't
officials are going to talk.
see a.
Oh, it's not here. This is Jake just said on the PA system. This happened last year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, due to state regulations, we do have to clear the building.
We shall return.
Yeah, we're going to stay here unless they run us out. Alec points out that it got really chippy last year as well.
Oh, they just killed
These teams are very always at the top of this tournament, so that obviously has something to do with it. It's going to have a hard time getting everybody to leave this gym with them.
Especially since the fire alarm's just turned off.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here. The athletic director is the scorebook tonight. I see he got up and went somewhere.
You're probably directing traffic. The referees need to talk to you as well.
Jay Croxton just trying to do his best, relaying messages down there. The fire alarms have stopped here at Bushnell-Prairie City.
Here comes Mr. Butcher.
Yep.
He's the
Jerry.
guy in charge tonight.
The situation, we are going to stay put for the moment.
And we'll be staying put.
That's got the biggest cheer of the night.
How about that? Did anybody have the Bushnell-Prairie City fire alarm going off tonight on their bingo sheet? anybody's playing bingo at home.
I do remember this happening last year as well.
We are okay to play. Come back to your seats.
Okay, I lied. That was the biggest cheer of the night. You know, it's funny. Like half the crowd actually got up and moved.
And
the other half, like us, just sat there like, no, there ain't no way.
I was gonna say they'll get it figured out.
If we see smoke, we'll leave.
Yeah,
Until then, we're not moving.
I don't see
There's
any
a door
fire.
10 feet from me. I can make it out.
Yeah, we
It's
got a good spot here.
It's a little farther than 10 feet, but you get the point.
So, a little technical.
After the
difficulties.
ball went out of bounds and a fire alarm and a communication effort and people leaving and not waiting for him to get back, we're back underway. 22-10 is the score. Hurt for three. Off no good. Rebound. Alvey comes down with it. Into Alvey from Cooper, and he's going to be fouled by Gage Scott, I do believe.
Yep. Number 3 for Scott, if it is on him. West Prairie has just arrived.
It is on Gage Scott.
As that is why the fire alarm went off. West Prairie, knowing them, I'm sure my brother probably pulled the fire alarm.
Now, don't say that. That gets you arrested.
Well, I see him over there. Yep.
Yeah, I saw he was playing, and you weren't even here to watch him the other night.
No, I was. Was it Wednesday night? Yeah, I was. Yeah, Thanksgiving dinner. I'd have some Swedish handballs instead of some
And a
basketball.
pass from Wyatt Hendel to Alvey, a little too hard to handle, and out of bounds it goes off his hand. He'll go back to the Titans. Well, as Alex said, this game, there's a three on the way by Siegfried, off no good. Saved in to Hendel. He's going to outlet it to Alvey, who gives it to Washington. Back to Alvey. Alvey throws it up and in.
The pace is definitely picked up here for both squads.
Three, no good. Siegfried with the rebound. A foul, 2 shots coming.
Who that foul's going to be on.
The foul goes to the Tigers, 22, Toby Cooper.
Toby Cooper
Number 1 for him.
picks up the foul.
Team second of the quarter.
Team's third, according to the scoreboard.
Well,
First one's good by Siegfried. He's got 8 of 12 for the Titans. Roadhouse has 2, and Cooper and Scott has 2. Am I right?
I think so. That's where I'm missing 2's at.
McCoy, 3, top of the key, off no good. Roadhouse.
Foul on Washington.
It is going to be on Washington.
Number 1 for him.
Team foul number 4.
And
Jack Murphy checking back in.
last time he checked back in, we had the
Double technical.
double technical within, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds.
Carter Barnes isn't playing right now, though, so it won't be the same double technical if it happens again.
Just on good hustle by both of them.
4:47 remaining. Roadhouse. Siegfried, 3, right wing, off no good. Rebound to Alvey. Out to Washington. Murphy.
Almost lost his footing there. It's a good save.
Not sure who that was going to.
Alvey just went down and is grabbing his ankle.
We'll call a foul on
Alvey.
Jack Murphy. That'll be his second personal.
13, Jack Murphy. That's his second. Team 5th.
And
I think Murphy's, or
Alvey's
Devin White's going to check in for Hank Alvey, who rolled
grabbing
the ankle.
Yeah, grabbing that left ankle. Yeah, there comes Lindsay down to take a look.
Carter Barnes misses the first. Second free throw, good.
Barnes 1 of 2 from the line. There. The Illini Bluffs with the basketball. 4:16 to go, second quarter. Tigers lead by 11. And there's Toby Cooper filling the presence of Hank Alvey, who is on the bench. Bad ankle.
2 free throws coming here.
Foul's going to be on number 11. Hunter Froman will go to the line.
I believe it's
Beyond.
We'll find out.
Wyatt Hindle, number 2 for him. The other 11 will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
It's the second time the same numbers fouled the same number. It was Devin White fouling Gavin Grodhouse. Now Wyatt Hindle fouls
Hunter Froman.
Who hits the first of 2 free throws. Did you watch any football yesterday?
Yes, I did. It's Thanksgiving, right? Yeah. Yep. Let's see, yeah. Packers and the Lions in the morning.
The Hawkeyes beat the Cornhuskers today. Saw somebody, Wyatt Reed, who does some games for us. You worked with Wyatt at Macomb.
Yep.
For the girls tournament. He said it might be the worst 10-2 team in the history of college football. They sure don't have much offense. And Froman's going to pick up the foul. I do believe.
Yep.
It is his first.
West Hancock foul, charged to Hunter Froman, number 11.
2 free throws coming for Toby Cooper.
You know, I should just hide my stat sheet and have you guess.
I'm not looking at it.
And see, well, yeah, obviously not. You've got better stats than I do.
Toby
Keeping
Cooper
track.
at the free throw line.
First
Rattles it around and falls through. Back to a 12-point advantage. That's short.
Lane violation.
Yep. Lane violation for Cooper.
Cooper jumped across, knew it was short, jumped across a little too early. Grodhouse going to bring it up the floor. He's the quarterback for the football team as well. He's the quarterback in both sports. Now Siegfried loses it. Murphy comes up with it. Washington's going to go the layup the other end and gets it to fall.
That was great eyes there down low. Able to get that for Washington.
High pass. Froman went up to get it. Grodhouse skips it out to Barnes for 3. Long. Wyatt Hindle with the rebound.
Has not had a 3 tonight for Carter Barnes.
Lindsay is down, putting some tape on Hank Alvey's ankle. The MDH sports and athletic trainers, great ones. Here taking, oh my goodness.
A block on Washington.
Boy, whew.
Yeah, that was a.
That's pretty touchy right there.
Yeah, I can attest to that one. Agree with that.
I don't know if he even really touched him, to be honest with you.
No, he had a good defense the whole way down there, and I mean, I thought it was pretty good defense.
Siegfried misses the first. (29-15). Second one good for Louis Siegfried. Wearing number 5 tonight, not number 34.
There he is.
Washington lost the ball. Barnes is going to tip it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Yeah, Wyatt went on to say in his Facebook post that their defensive coordinator should get a head coaching job, and he should be looked at by every college that is wanting a coach right now. What a spin move. Washington should have just finished that.
What about the Chicago Bears?
It doesn't matter. Wherever is a head coaching job, if he can win with that team, he should get a – well, they're just flopping around. Oh, Grodhouse. How on earth did he even get that up to the rim?
Yeah, almost cleaned it up there.
It's getting a little crazy now, up and down, haphazardly. Jump ball.
Jump ball taken.
Coach Vass wanted a timeout, didn't
Yep.
get it. See who
And-
this is here.
Number 2,
Crowley?
Jordan Crowley.
Jordan Crowley, he was number 44.
Yep.
He's number 2 now. I thought that's who that looked like, but I didn't know for sure.
Your guess is better than mine.
Well, I have seen him before.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The play started for Illini Bluffs, and Wyatt Hiddle's like, I don't even have the ball. Oh, this has had a little bit of everything. Washington for 3. It's off no
Pretty
good.
shot from Washington, just a little short. And yeah, I mean, there's just back and forth all over the place. Lay it up, not good there for the Titans.
Holy
And
smokes. I think everybody just needs to pump the brakes.
pump the brakes here a little bit if you're.
Either team. both
Yeah,
teams.
honestly, yeah.
Just pump the brakes a little, kids. Hank Alvey up trying to walk the ankle off. Now
Yeah.
they got it retaped.
Yep, that's a good thing. You like to see that. You see a guy
Oh,
like
nice look down to. Oh, what a pass. 2 great passes. And Cooper is going to get a delay of game penalty, foul or warning or whatever
yeah,
they do here.
With the,
Delay of game warning charged to Illini Bluffs.
yeah,
Cooper slapped the ball away. He most definitely did.
yeah, I noticed that at the very end there.
Down
And
for the Tigers, 15, Cole McCoy.
Cole McCoy checks in. Wyatt Hindle took a seat. Hank Alvey may be out for the rest of the half, I would imagine.
yeah, probably this is a precaution. Don't need to come in for the final minute 30.
You're up by 15 anyway. Froman gives it to Grodhouse. Grodhouse drives. Murphy's going to pick up his 3rd foul.
Gavin Grogas from the line for West Hancock. The foul goes to Illini Bluffs, 13, Jack Murphy. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, he leads the way with 3 for.
Yeah, lead the way in something, it might as well be fouls.
Don't know if that's what you want to lead the way.
Hey, if you're Kenny Suter, that calls games for us. When he played basketball, he thought that was the only thing he could lead the way in. So.
I could see that.
Oh, we fibbed. Hank Alvey's back in the game.
Yeah, see,
Carter
I'm
Barnes,
not gonna.
Cooper Shaw back in as well, along with Carter Barnes. Froman and Crowley take a seat.
Sounds like that ankle's fine.
Now Hindle checks back in. White takes a seat. Jack Murphy checked out with 3 fouls as well for Illini Bluffs. Second one's good. Grodhouse 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Hindle brings it up. Comes to McCoy. Toby Cooper. He's going to drive. Goes down to Alvey. Turn around. Good. Shot off. No good. Alvey back down for the rebound. They're matching the largest lead of the game at 16 right now for the Tigers. And Nolan Hurt is going to pick up the foul. A couple free throws coming for Washington now. Second foul on Nolan Hurt.
That's what I've got. Yep. Is number 2 for him.
Washington at the free throw line. Is this his first chip to the free throw line for Washington?
It
Or
is.
Second, first.
This is number 1 for Washington.
First one's in and out, no good.
Back in for West Hancock, number 11, Hunter Froman.
Hunter Froman checks back in. Cooper Shaw, Grodhouse, Barnes. They're just playing crisscross mismatch. And Nolan Hurt on the floor for the Titans. It's Hank Alvey, Cole McCoy, Jaden Washington at the free throw line. Toby Cooper and Wyatt Hindle on the floor for the Tigers. And he hits the second one.
40 seconds remain in the first half.
2 technicals did slightly change the chippiness, though.
Yeah, it has kind of
3 by Gavin Grodhouse.
has definitely slowed down the chipping.
Oh, Gavin Grodhouse just mugged him. Over to Barnes. The left-hand layup off, no good. Washington's going to pick up the foul as Hurt got the rebound.
He went up pretty hard there to get Barnes.
The third on Washington?
Yes. That is correct. So he'll have 3 fouls at least going into
15.9 seconds left. Josh Vaughn getting ready to check in, number 42.
Imagine he'll check in for Washington. Danger to not pick up another foul.
Wiping up some sweat from Barnes.
Yep.
Off the floor.
Need to get one of those big old broom things. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they call him a dust mop.
Dust mop? Yeah, there it is.
First free throw off, no good.
Yep.
Vaughn checks in. Washington checks out.
My guess was right. Hang my hat on something there.
Free throw off, no good. Cooper with the rebound. 14 seconds remain. Hendel, oh, what a crossover. Lost it. Vaughn has it. 6 seconds. Gets it into Alvey. It's knocked off of Alvey, out of bounds. It'll be to the Titans with 2.2 seconds remaining. That's funny. The ball went down a tunnel, and the players were standing there. Referee took like one step and then said, you guys go get that.
Yeah, the old tunnel here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
Hunter Froman throws it up, misses it, and that's how the first half will end. 34-20, the halftime score. The Tigers lead the Titans here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with the second half in just a few minutes.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
As you know, MDH is our title sponsor here on TSSR Game Time Live, and we're here with Lindsay Douglas, the Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment. I about left out provider out of that. So physician and provider recruitment here at MDH. It's a huge mouthful for me, so explain to us what that is.
Sure. So I am in charge of bringing in candidates for both physician and provider positions here at MDH. So provider meaning anything like nurse practitioner, advanced practice nurse practitioner, physician assistant, things like that. So I source those candidates, bring them in, and try to find the best providers and physicians to provide care at our facility.
So you found a home at MDH. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been here? Stuff like that.
So I am from Macomb originally. I graduated from Macomb High in 2009, graduated from WIU in 2014, studied communication there, and started my career in politics and worked for a couple different state representatives and state senators. Then found myself in the educational realm for a little while at the Regional Office of Education, and eventually found myself here at MDH. I started here in February of this past year. I started out as patient advocate, and this role opened up, and I'm now in the role of Director of Physician and Provider Recruitment.
Obviously, McDonough District Hospital, very important to Macomb.
Sure.
And it's the communities not only of Macomb, but Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, Industry. You're from here. So what was it that drew you back here and got you to stay here at MDH?
So MDH is like home to me. I am a fourth generation MDH employee. So my great grandma Nancy Weaver was one of the first nurses that they hired when the hospital opened in 1958. My grandma started working here maybe 10 to 15 years after that. She started as a CNA on acute care, and then she worked in peds, and eventually she worked as the unit secretary for home health and hospice, and she retired from that position after being at MDH for a total of 50 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. My mom is here as an administrative secretary. She's Brian's administrative assistant. And so I'm now here as a fourth generation employee of the hospital. So it was kind of a thing where I always thought I might end up at MDH just because of that family legacy of working in healthcare.
So before we came on camera, I heard a story. You guys were at a speaker recently, and you got to be there with your mom.
Yeah.
Does that make it really special to be a part of MDH, to still have your mom working here?
It's so cool. My mom is down the hall from me. So if I need something in the middle of the day, I can run down the hall and grab her. But it's also just cool to think about like the legacy that leaves in the community, especially being fourth generation and female. I think that's just a really special thing for my family and for this community here.
So as we look at those kind of, you have a personal connection here. How do you use those personal connections when you're out trying to recruit a physician or a provider?
Sure. So I use the story a lot of my office, actually. So I'm in room 318, which was a room for patients at one time, and now they've converted it into an office space. And one of my favorite stories to tell physicians is that my great grandma was sick in the hospital and was in that room, and that's where my grandma was recruited to join MDH. So my grandma had no plans of working in healthcare, but she was taking care of her mom as a sick patient, and the nurse at the time came to her and was like, "You are such a great caretaker. Why are you not a nurse? Why are you not doing this as your full-time occupation?" And so my grandma decided that healthcare would be her lifetime and like 50 years. And so she started working for MDH and was recruited right out of my office. So I just find that to be a really special connection when I'm looking to bring people to this community. Like, the recruitment started in this office 50 years ago. And here I am starting a whole new legacy of recruiting people. And I just am so passionate about this community. And I just love living here. I moved back here from Quincy, chose to raise our family here just because we really love Macomb, and we really love being in McDonough County.
So obviously the personal touch, you got the great personal story. You love Macomb. What does MDH offer to the providers and the physicians? What's the sales point for you on the professional level?
So because we're a small rural healthcare organization, your voice is heard here much louder than when you're in a large organization. So when you're in one of those larger hospital systems, you might be one of 15 to 20 providers in a specialty. At MDH, you might be one of two, you might be one of one. And so your voice in that medical staff office is going to be the loudest one in the room about your specialty. And that's a really unique situation for a physician to be, the main voice for speaking for pediatrics or for speaking for orthopedics or whatever that specialty is. You're it. You're the guy. You're the one providing the care for the whole community. And you don't get that if you go to a large healthcare organization.
So those bonuses are probably obstacles in some cases as well.
Sure.
So how do you overcome those obstacles?
It really depends on the provider. If someone is really wanting to be in a place where they're just in the background, they don't want to be that main voice, I kind of have to tell them, this is unique, it's a unique community where you're going to go out into Walmart to get your groceries and run into one of your patients, and you're not going to find that everywhere. And that might be scary for you, thinking about, well, I don't want to mess somebody's care up and then run into them and have to explain it to all of Walmart. But it's just, you can also sell that as you're not going to go to Chicago and work somewhere where you're going to run into your patients every day.
Well, Lindsay, I appreciate you coming and talking to us today. Hopefully some people can understand more about MDH and how it's such a family-oriented business and so important to McDonough County and the surrounding area. Keep doing a good job, and maybe your little girl that wanted that 100 chicken nuggets can be the next generation to join MDH.
Exactly.
Well, we'll be back after halftime here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Dwayne Hulett, John Reynolds alongside. Natalie is on the camera here in quarter number 3. She tells me she's the best camera operator. Ethan says he's the best camera operator, though. He'll be in quarter number 4, so we'll have to check that out.
Croxton and I agree.
You got some points?
Yep. Hank Alvey leads the way for the Illini Bluff Tigers with 13. It's Toby Cooper with 8. Devin White has 5. Wyatt Hindle with 3. And Jaden Washington has 5. And for the West Hancock Titans, it is Louis Siegfried with 9. Carter Barnes has a point. Gavin Grodehouse with 6. And Hunter Froman with 2.
Off the foot of Washington, thrown by Grodehouse. Washington carries it up. Washington with it as the Titans pick up the defensive intensity a little bit here. As Alvey and Gage Scott are pounding away on each other at the free throw line.
And that's one heck of a matchup for Gage Scott working with Alvey.
Toby Cooper gets the turnaround bucket to fall. And it is the third quarter.
I didn't even get to correct you on it this time. Dang it.
I corrected it myself.
You're learning.
Foul on the Tigers. Number 44, Hank Alvey.
Number 2 for him. And the first foul of the new half. 7:19 to go, third quarter. Just getting underway in the third. Titans look to inbound it. Swing it to the outside. And there's those bright pink shoes that we were talking about earlier.
There's several of them on the Titans squad.
Yes. That is, what a sell there by Jaden Washington, I believe it is.
Gavin Grodehouse is going to pick up the foul.
Yep, that was a great set by Washington.
Is that his first or third?
That is his first. I've got his first.
2 team fouls already here in the quarter, or 1 team foul for each team. They put that on Tigers' side.
Yep.
Put it on the
there
wrong
we
side.
go.
I fixed it now.
Yeah.
Brandon Wrench over there. Wyatt Hindle, baseline jumper, off no good. Alvey with the rebound, put back good, counted and a foul. He's still not getting around real good on that right ankle.
No.
Fouls on number 5, Louis Siegfried, his third.
Yep. Alvey They're going to complete the three-point play. Seems like West Prairie has disappeared into the locker room. They are in our next game. Bushnell-Prairie City and West Prairie Cyclones. A couple of
McDonough County School.
Yeah.
Siegfried for three. Nailed it.
Used to be co-ops for
BWP.
Yep.
But you played 3 years of BWP and 1 year of West Prairie?
I did. Yep, I did.
At the backside of it.
Wait.
Washington got the layup.
No, I was two and two. Yep, I was 2 and 2. It was right after COVID, yep. Siegfried a little short on that three-point shot. And ball tipped out of bounds. And it will be Tiger basketball, I believe. Yes, it is. Jaden Washington will inbound the ball for the Illini Bluff Tigers. He'll swing it out to the backside for Wyatt Hindle. And now to Washington, who does have 3 fouls. Inside Hank Alvey. He's got 2 guys on him, and he's going to get fouled. Maybe, and it looks like Louis Siegfried got hit hard there again. I think he got hit earlier in the face. Actually, fouls on Grotehouse, excuse me. It's number 2 for him. And Alvey to the line shooting 2. First shot is good for Hank. His 4th point of this second half. 6:05 to go. The second shot is good. So he goes 2 for 2. Cooper Knowles, number 22, will check in for the West Hancock Titans. As number 11, Hunter Froman, will head to the bench as the Titans bring the ball up. Move it around the outside. 3 ball for the Titans, short. And a rebound to Devin White. And the Tigers will slow things down. Corner for Hindle. Ball tipped around on the inside. Now back out to Hindle. And set it back up to the up top. White. Swing it to Hindle. Hindle now to Washington on the right wing. Jumper is no good. Tipped, and it'll be West Hancock basketball as they come away with it. And they head down the court here. 23-43, 20-point game. Titans with it. Swing it all the way across the court. Now working one-on-one down low. Put up the shot. No, it's going to go to the outside for 3. It's good. Gage Scott adds 3. 26-43. It's a 17-point game. Ball tipped around on the floor. Here comes Gage Scott, who lays it up and in. Adds 2 more. And a quick shot. It lands. Wow. What a turn of events. On a quick 7-0, potential 8-0 run here for the West Hancock Titans. Number 12, Nolan Hurt, will go to the line. Jaden Washington picks up foul number 4 with just about 12:40 to go in this game. And a full timeout taken by Illini Bluffs. And with that, we will go ahead and step away. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH, they're all good. You will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School Spartan Tip-Off Classic here in the town of Bushnell. As we get set for the final 4:46 in this third quarter. It is the Tigers up by 13, but a quick 7-0 run here by the West Hancock Titans. Potential for an 8-0 run here as Nolan Hurts at the line, getting ready to shoot the free throw at the end of the three-point play. And Jaden Washington picked up foul number 4 on this shot for Hurt to go to the free throw line. Chance to make it a 12-point game, and he does. So now Hindle will bring it up. Working one-on-one on the outside. Gets the screen from Alvey. Pick and roll. Alvey takes it to the basket, gets it to fall.
Cooper Knowles dang near got a block on that, though. He gives up a few inches to Alvey, but Knowles can get up in the air.
Yeah,
and
he did.
Dang near got a block on that because Alvey didn't go up real strong.
3 ball for Nolan Hurt. Almost rattled in.
And Knowles went up and had a hand on that one, too.
A couple of 14s battling it out there. Devin White does come away with it, though, and it'll be Illini Bluff basketball. Mendel swings it out to White. White works, now going to drive baseline, swing it to Murphy. 3 ball, Cooper in the corner is short, but there's Hank Alvey. He's got the offensive board. Tigers.
That's what the Titans cannot allow second shot opportunities. They got to control the defensive glass in order to get all the way back into this game. They were down by 20 just seconds ago.
Alvey jumper short, gets his own board, and is just going to swing it back out. And there's that second chance shot. This will be now third chance. Those extra chances that the Tigers are getting, that is what Bluffs has got to, or West Hancock has got to string up. And there they do. They get the board there. Nolan Hurt. He's going to swing it to the corner. Now 3 ball coming for Louis Siegfried. He adds 3, his second of the half. And now the Tigers slow it down, but the Titans showing a little bit of pressure here.
Yeah, they've stepped up the defensive intensity here in the second half. And after a brief extent at the beginning where Illini Bluffs had some success, it's the defense has really changed things for this second half.
Cooper Shaw and Hunter Froman check in for the West Hancock Titans. Jack Murphy with it. He's going to take a 3.
Hunter Froman with the rebound.
Does not get that to fall. Here come the Titans. Working with Alvey and just steps it out. 3 ball in the corner is short, or a little long, excuse me. And Illini Bluffs will get the board.
So a couple chances down the floor now for the Titans to have cut it to less than 10 and have not been able to do it.
Just a couple of 3-point shots have not fallen for the Titans. And White loses dribble, but puts it up, and it's not going to foul. 2 shots coming for Devin White. I believe that foul is going to be on Siegfried.
That'll be 3 on him, right, or 4?
I've got number 4.
West Hancock foul charge to Louis Siegfried, number 5. That's his 4th, team 5th.
His 4th, yes, there we go.
That's a huge foul for West Hancock.
And Devin White at the line shooting 2. First one rattles home.
Carter Barnes comes in for Siegfried, who sets down with, mark this down, 2:11 to go is when Siegfried sat down in the third quarter. See how long he sits. Coach Dahl has a conversation with him. Second one's off, no good. And Devin White is going to pick up a foul.
Yep.
And we'll walk back the other way for free throws, I do believe.
It's foul Devin White.
It's only third. Sorry about that.
Number 3 for Devin White. 12-point game. 2:10 to go here, third quarter. Grotehouse with it. Swing it all the way across. What a save there by Scott. Now Scott dribble drive. Just going to swing it back out to Grotehouse. Did not like the look inside he had there. Grotehouse turnaround jumper's good. That's a tough shot to make right there. And Grotehouse made it look easy.
He stopped short of allowing Alvey to do anything defensively, though. So the turnaround jumper was still an option for him, and he made it work.
I said that is not an easy shot to make. No whistle there.
Yeah, Shaw jumped twice before he put the ball down. That's a good call.
And I guess they do get the turnover they were looking for. Well, I was looking for a foul, but didn't get it on this end. So
it's a 10-point game now.
Yeah, so West Hancock since right back into this one. Saw that in the first game with Macomb. And Macomb just letting Illini West get back into it, and they took him to 2 overtimes. So
Gage Scott and Hank Alvey are just beating on each other. Scott, a handful of jersey any chance he gets. They are still just beating on each other. And Alvey tried to dunk it, and then tipped away. Cooper gets it back. He misses it. And I think Alvey's going to be called for a foul.
And Alvey,
either White or Alvey. Let's see.
Alvey landed on that ankle.
It is on Alvey. Team
So
fourth.
That's something to look at after that missed dunk or missed opportunity by Alvey. Did not land perfect on that ankle that he went out with in the first half. So we'll keep an eye on that. He's still in, though.
45 seconds left.
Barnes down low. Gets trapped. Just got to swing it back out. Left wing 3 is short. Wide right.
Froman does not play like a freshman, folks. He got the rebound right there.
Only with 2 points, but has done a lot defensively. And they're going to call a foul. This one's going to be on
Hindle.
Hindle, his third. And now Illini Bluffs looks to be into foul trouble with Jaden Washington has 4, Hindle, Murphy, White, and Alvey all with 3. With 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Froman hits the first one, and we're below 10 for the first time since early in the second quarter.
Second shot is good, so 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 today from the free throw line, so 100%. Some quick math there. Learned that from SIU. SIU, and now West Prairie. And stolen away here by Scott, and he's blocked by Devin White. Retained possession, though, and that's going to be a foul on Devin White, who just hopped on the back of Gage Scott right there. And that's number 4 for Devin White.
Number 14, Devin White into his corner. At the line, Gage Scott.
10.3 seconds left.
8-point game.
In the third quarter.
First shot is good for Gage Scott.
Coming back into the Tigers, 42, Josh Vaughn.
Yep, Josh Vaughn checks in for the Tigers. He checked
so Washington and White, 2 starting guards, sitting on the bench with 4 fouls apiece for the Tigers.
Definitely not what you want to see there if you're.
Their first sense of adversity coming their way here in the fourth quarter for Illini Bluffs.
6-point game, so they still have the lead here, but you know,
they were
now
up by 20 before this run started.
Now 2 starting guards out. Alvey playing with 3 fouls as well, and that ankle jumper is good. Wow, what a shot. Hank Alvey gets it to fall, and it's 48-40 at the end of 3.
That's a big shot for Illini Bluffs right there.
That's momentum, not as well just 2, but momentum going into this fourth quarter. As the Illini Bluff cheerleaders
do cheering. Of course, they're on the other side for the most part, but we'll show them anyway as we talk about this final 8 minutes. I'll tell you what, 2 minutes into the third quarter, you would not have thought this was going to be an 8-point game at the end of the third quarter. It was 20 points, basket, a steal, a basket, a steal, a basket, and suddenly it's 13 or 14. 13 after Hurt completed the old-fashioned 3-point play, and you're thinking, okay, we might have a basketball game, and it's just been West Hancock continually kind of creeping their way back in farther and farther. They had it down to 6 till Hank Alvey hit that 2 right there at the buzzer, but they lead by 8 due to the Tigers, but they have to feel like the pressure is building, and the pressure is on them at this point. Them and the Bombers are the only two 3-0 teams. Bombers now 4-0 after beating Illini West in double overtime in the first game tonight, and this one looks to be like it may go down to the wire as well. It'll be Tigers basketball to open the fourth quarter, as we are underway in quarter number 4. Cooper lost it. It went through his hands. And
it'll be Titan basketball.
Coach Vass and Coach Dahl have been talking to the officials a lot tonight.
Yep. So all 3 of the officials have had a earful from both of them, respectively.
Boy, there's a lot of contact there, and that's going to go
right through.
Off of Wyatt Hindle out of bounds. It'll stay with the Titans, luckily for West Hancock. BPC and West Prairie are up next, and I don't know that it can. It's going to have a lot of pressure on it. There's Froman driving to the hoop and putting up the shot, and then Cooper Shaw is going to pick up the foul.
Yep, Cooper Shaw's first foul. So 48-40 at the end of, yep, all right.
Did your math add up?
It did.
Well, what do you know?
I know. Wow, someone needs to buy a lottery ticket. Me, a finance major.
Timeout's going to be charged to Illini Bluffs. It's a full timeout. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining. We'll take one as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
I don't have the right score up there.
Fourth quarter action, which now we got the scoreboard going. 48-40. 7:27 remains in this one, and this has been a turn and a change in events here.
Oh, you know why? I had the right score. I took a point off instead of a timeout off.
Good job.
That'll do it, won't it?
It would. That would do that.
Oh, well.
48-40, and it was at once a 20-plus, 20-point
20-point lead.
Tiger lead, and the Titans have inched back in. They're only down by 8.
They had it down to 6.
And it feels closer than that. West Prairie and Bushnell play after this game. We'll have that right here on TSSR. Game Timeline, presented by MDH. A separate stream. Like Dwayne said, it's going to have to live up to the hype. These first 2 games have been close and really well played. Alvey working down low. Turnaround shot is no good. He tipped it, and
they're going to call a 4th foul on Alvey.
Yeah. 4th foul to match the 2 4s on his jersey, number 4. And that is the 3rd Tiger with 4 fouls. Started.
Washington, speaking of one of those with 4, Alvey comes out.
So Vaughn is going to kind of take the place, I think, of Alvey down low. He's got some shoes to fill. Yeah, Washington back in. He's playing with 4.
Roman 3, missed it short. Man, he's been on fire tonight.
Nice shot there.
Vaughn's going to get the foul there.
I think Vaughn has some fouls to give you. That'll be his first if he is. Yep.
It is Vaughn.
Josh Vaughn's first. So Grotehouse will go to the line, shooting 2.
Is he 2 for 2 or 3 for 4?
Returning for West Hancock, number 12, Nolan Hurst.
I have 2 for 3.
2 for 3
on a 3-point play. Did he just make that?
He missed that one.
Okay, sorry.
So he's 2 for 4 now.
So technically, you would, if you spoke a little.
Second one's good.
3 for 5.
7-point game.
Washington's working with Froman. A little bit of pressure. Yeah, just good defense by the Titans. Ball tipped, and Froman's got it. Working with Cooper's just going to toss it to.
Counted and a foul. What a job by Hunter Froman as Gage Scott gets the bucket to fall, and Cooper is going to pick up the foul, I believe.
Toby Cooper's second, I believe.
Cooper Knowles is going to check in. Cooper Shaw is going to take a seat. And now Shaw is going to be, or I should be, Knowles is going to be able to roam the baseline a little bit without Hank Alvey in there. Scott completing a 3-point play. He will. It is a 4-point game, 48-44.
What a game. Comes down to the wire, 6:30 to go, so still plenty of time. But things right now.
And Knowles is going to pick up his 4th foul, I think. Is that his 4th?
That is on 22.
Cooper
Knowles.
3rd.
Got him on here somewhere. Where's
Carter
he at?
Barnes, he was number 20.
There
He was
he
number
is.
30
Yep,
before.
there he is.
Barnes checks in, and Knowles just that quickly has to leave.
Yep, number 3 for him. 4-point game, yep. Washington inbound now.
I really thought he could be an important part. Now, Grotehouse is going to beat everybody down the floor, put the shot up and in, and it's a 2-point game.
So Grotehouse with 2. Washington, full head of steam, blocked by Scott, who got a hand in there.
That looked like a whole lot of arm.
Kind of thought so, too.
Looked like a whole lot of arm.
But we're going to play on. 48-46.
A chance to tie or take the lead here for the Titans.
Outside 3 from Froman is nailed it! And West Hancock has the lead. It's 49-48.
Hunter Froman is becoming a varsity player tonight, folks. Holy smokes.
Played great defense and a clutch 3, and they're going to call a foul. And number 2 for Froman, if I do. Yep. And he will go head to the bench after hitting that clutch 3, though, to give West Hancock the lead. And at the beginning of this game, I don't know if we would have been saying that.
Well, at the beginning of this half, hard to believe,
As well.
especially when they ballooned it up to a 20-point advantage. And then here come the Titans.
49-48, final 5:45 to go.
Foul trouble as now White is in the game with 4 fouls.
He's going to swing it out.
Gives it to White. So Washington is out now with 4 fouls.
And Alvey as well. Good pass. Crosses 3 is no good. On the floor, and here comes
Siegfried is playing with 4 fouls.
Yep. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Fouls on McCoy, number 15.
Number 1, yep. Okay. You know, when Croxton and I are on the same page, that's a good thing.
Hard to believe Croxton's ever wrong. Oh. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Wow.
You walked right into that one.
I know. I shouldn't have said anything. And it will stay West Hancock basketball.
You know what? Gage Scott got away with a big push in the back of Wyatt Hindle right there, and Wyatt got a hand on it as he was getting pushed and threw it out of bounds, and it did go off Wyatt Hindle, but it was thanks to the push that Gage Scott got away with.
And there is Scott.
Oh, what a give and go, and what a block by Toby Cooper. White now drives it down the floor.
Cooper read that well. Was able to get the block.
It was a great give and go, a great pass, and Cooper just better defensively. No shot, foul on the floor. I think it's going to be on Carter Barnes,
yep.
number 23.
No. Oh, no. It's going to go on Scott.
That's Gage Scott's fourth now.
Yep. So Scott and Siegfried with 4 apiece for West Hancock. So now they kind of face that foul trouble we talked about. Toby Cooper wants 3 and misses. Titans on the
Euro
attack.
step. A 4-point lead for the Titans.
And that chirping has started to kind of pick up down here on the end. Devin White with it. He's working on the outside.
Well, he's pushing off a bunch there to have 4 fouls. He's going to finish. That's ending a long. It was 48-40. That was a 12-0 run.
52-50, Titans with the lead.
Grodehouse turnaround jumper, good.
And he's had himself a heck of a fourth quarter, second half as well.
Friday, and then Carter Barnes is going to pick up the foul. It'll be free throws coming for Devin White.
Carter Barnes, second. Yep. Jack Murphy and the official having a conversation down here.
Timeout. West Hancock. It is a 30-second timeout.
He's got his hands up. And
both teams are going to have 3 timeouts remaining. Jack Murphy got, well, he thinks he got tossed into the bleachers down there at the far end.
I saw it kind of at the end. I didn't know how he ended up there, but hadn't talked with the official, and the official didn't really want much of it.
But Devin White's going to be at the free throw line after this 30-second timeout for West Hancock. West Hancock, since about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, have outscored the Tigers by 24 points. They had a 12-0 run to start the quarter. They went up 52-50, or 52-48, excuse me. And then finally, Devin White got a bucket for Illini Bluffs. Hank Alvey is on the bench with 4 fouls. Devin White is playing with 4 fouls. Washington has 4 fouls for Illini Bluffs. Gage Scott has 4, and Siegfried has 4 for the Titans. So a lot of foul trouble here, and 4:11 to go, and it's a one-possession game again. A true one-possession game, not a foul required one-possession game. Second one's good. So it's a 2-point game. Oh, we called a foul on Carter Barnes.
You got the replay on that?
I can't see it.
Yeah, fouls. His third. So Barnes with number 3, and Jack Murphy. And the official talking to head coach Dahl just to get him an explanation as to why Jack Murphy will be at the line shooting. His first shot is good.
Might get it tied up at the free throw line here.
54-53, Titans on top of the Tigers. 4:11 remains in this one. Second shot good, and we are tied.
Maybe that conversation that Jack Murphy had with the official worked.
He found a way to get to the free throw line, and maybe he said, hey, watch out here, see what's been going on. Maybe that's a built-up kind of foul that has been occurring and has not been called. I don't know, you never know.
We're tied at 54 now.
West Prairie is in the tunnel. They're ready to go. They'll be in the third and final game of the night. They'll play the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans, play host to this tournament. And Gage Scott
get
needs
rid
help.
of it.
Yep.
3:45 remaining. Siegfried gives it off to Scott. He'll try the triple. It's good.
You said that before the basket even fell. When you said that, I'm like, hold on. But, I mean, you did have a good vantage point. That was a good shot. Pretty shot by Siegfried. 57-54. Titans on top by 3.
It's fun to do that sometimes.
What if you were wrong?
Yeah, just say I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot, so it's okay. I'm used to it. Everybody that watches us very often is used to it too. And a steal. Devin White throws it away. Nolan Hurt goes back the other way, gets fouled by Cooper. And Hurt will go to the free throw line. Cooper picks up the foul. It's his third.
Standing room only at Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
22, Toby Cooper picks up the foul. That's his third, team fifth.
Or standing room is a choice.
Yeah, standing room's a choice.
Standing room is a choice. Sounds better to say standing room only.
13, Cooper Shaw is in for West Hancock. Bench game for the Tigers. 44.
Hank Alvey comes in with 3:06 remaining in this one. Toby Cooper worked down low. Second one is good. He almost tripped over McCoy there.
Back to a 4-point lead again.
Cooper just gets it out to McCoy. 3 minutes remain in this one. Devin White working with the other 14. Inside, Alvey puts it up, lays it in. That was a nice read there. Hank Alvey with his first 2 points of the fourth quarter.
Roadhouse. Went right at Alvey that time. Dumped it off, though.
Timeout, West Hancock. It is a 30-second timeout.
So a second timeout. We'll keep it here. As it has been fun. It's 58-56. And the Titans down to 2 timeouts. 3 timeouts for the Tigers. 2:33 remaining.
Trying to see if Coach Stevie Martin see me.
He's in the doorway up there.
One of my former baseball coaches.
All right.
BWP.
Here we go. Titans with the basketball and 2 points. The lead. Roadhouse drives, picks up his dribble, gives it to Hurt. Hurt guarded by Hindle. Scott with it now. Taking a little time off the clock with the dribble. Roadhouse gives it to Hurt. Back to Scott.
Good inside defense here by the Tigers, who have just not found a look. Look at the size mismatch down low there with Shaw and Alvey.
McCoy's going to pick up the foul.
Number 2 for him. So he's got some fouls to give, unlike some of his other teammates who are in foul trouble, sitting at 3 and 4. Gage Scott, free throw line. First one rattles home. (59-56), chance to make it, like we talked about the one possession game, and he misses, so it is the traditional one possession game. 59-56, 1 for 2 at the free throw line.
Cav went back and looked at that play that Carter Barnes got called for that foul on 3 times or 4 times. And that's a foul on the floor. It's going to be called on Roadhouse, I think. Is that Siegfried or Roadhouse? Roadhouse.
Yep. And that is, yes, number 3 for him.
And I still can't see what the foul is.
So not able to just really, I was going to say, I don't know if it was if that conversation that Murphy may have had something to do with it, or something. Devin White makes the first free throw here, and we have a 2-point game. Checking in is Carter Barnes, the guy we were just talking about. Cooper Shaw will head to the bench for the Titans. He'll talk this over here, and Devin White Looking to go for 2 for 2, and he does.
He's 4 for 4 in his last 2 trips here in the fourth quarter.
5 for 6 today.
1-point game with 1:40 remaining.
Roadhouse swinging out to Scott, who's now just going to set it back up to Hurt. He's trapped. He's got to get rid of it. Surprised there was no whistle there on Alvey, which would have been number 5. Minute 25 left in this one. Titans by 1.
Top-ranked team in 1A, expected to be the top-ranked team in 1A. Having some trouble with West Hancock here. Down to 1:06 remaining.
And just trying to run some time off the clock, I'd say, here if you're West Hancock, and it's working so far.
This will not happen at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. They will have a shot clock at the Holiday Tournament. And McCoy's going to come up and foul Hurt, and Hurt's going to push him off after the fact, but no foul called there. McCoy will be picking up his 3rd, and Hurt will be at the free throw line to shoot 2.
At the line to shoot the bonus, number 12, Nolan Hurt.
So the shot clock at the Western Holiday Tournament, that'll be interesting. I've seen the chatter on having the shot clock in the IHSA. Hurt's first shot is no good. Second shot falls for Hurt, so 1 for 2. He goes at the charity stripe. 60-58.
This has overtime written all over it, too.
Don't jinx it again.
I tried to reverse jinx it.
Oh, well.
That's what I was trying to do.
Devin White's working. He's going to go to the basket, lay it up, and lay it in. Devin White ties the game at 60. Would expect a timeout. Yep, there it is. 31.8 seconds remain.
60-60.
What a game.
And this game is already more points than the first game was at double overtime. It was 55-53 at the end of 2 overtimes. This one is 60-60 with 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's been as good as advertised. You would have never thought we'd be here right now, though. About 2 minutes into the third quarter when the Titans were down by 20. They've led by as many as 4. The Tigers, behind some missed free throw shooting from the Titans, here down the stretch, have closed the gap and tied it at 60. Titans have the basketball, the timeout, and they'll see what happens coming out of this timeout. I would almost bet Coach Dahl's going to play for one last shot and either win or go to overtime.
You know,
I don't think that he wants to give Illini Bluffs
the ball back
a chance to score.
Yep.
So
because Illini Bluffs has so many options. You know, he could go down low to Hank Alvey, who's got the size advantage on every single guy in this tournament.
Not like West Hancock doesn't have the same, but
with foul trouble too. You know, you don't want to lose one of those guys going into an overtime.
Yeah.
So yeah, West Hancock, Croxton just said, has 1 full timeout remaining.
They do have to get the ball inbounded here, which has not been the easiest thing in the world for them to do.
They will. They're just going to swing it back court to
Siegfried with it. 30 seconds. They're looking to foul.
Devin White can't
foul.
Give the foul. Ooh. Getting up in his grill there was McCoy. That's number 4 for him. So yeah, now he's at 4, as well as Devin White, Hank Alvey, and Jaden Washington, who we have not seen in a while.
See, so I think Coach Vass had the same thought. He's like, Coach Dahl's not going to give us another chance. They haven't shot free throws real great down the stretch. We have. Let's make them beat us at the free throw line, and we'll get a possession back. First one's good for Hurt. The senior trying to hit both of them here with 16.6 seconds left. Coach Vass is going to ice him with a full timeout here.
And that was a good timeout there by Coach Vass. And you said these guys have had a history to know each other, and they played each other's cards there. 61-60, final 16 seconds of this one.
Justin Hood, the new police chief in Bushnell just sent me a message, said even I'm enjoying these games. Of Justin's here right now or watching us on TV, but I think if you have any semblance of basketball knowledge and like it at all, you should be liking these two
Absolutely.
games. They've both been fantastic tonight.
A double overtime and then a 20-point comeback here.
I'm going to tell you what else is Illini Bluffs has struggled here at Bushnell on Friday nights. They got beat by Bushnell on Friday night last year, which made a three-way tie at the top of the tournament. And this is setting up for the same thing if they beat Macomb, because West Hancock got beat by Macomb. If West Hancock can beat Illini Bluffs can beat Macomb. It all sets up for the same thing. Now, it'll be a true three-way if that happens, because Illini Bluffs wasn't in the running because they lost to Bushnell. Because Bushnell wasn't one of the three teams
tomorrow
at 3-1.
Is championship day.
It is championship day.
Have all those games right here. TSSR Game Time Live.
4, 5:30-ish, and 7-ish.
Right now we are a little behind schedule here at Bushnell.
Hurt hits the second.
Hurt goes 2 for 2, so Coach Bass calling the challenge there of Hurt to shoot the free throws, and he makes them both.
14 seconds, 13 seconds. Cooper bringing the ball up. Grodhouse guarding him. White with it. He's going to drive, pull up, jumper, no good. Hurt with the rebound, and a foul by Devin White. He'll foul out.
Wow. So Devin White will check out, and Nolan Hurt is going to go to the free throw line, and he has made some clutch free throws here at the end of this one.
3.6 seconds. It's a possibility if he makes this one.
And misses the next. What's up, bro?
John Burton is joining us. I don't think I have a headset or anything for him, though. We could have a three-way call on this next game. I'd be outnumbered by West Prairie alums, though, if we did that.
That's right, yep. 2 Johns and a Dwayne.
Yeah.
That's a podcast.
That's
a podcast coming up.
It is. I'd be outnumbered by Johns and by West Prairie graduates. I don't know if that's a good thing.
I was going to say,
that's
that's a double whammy right there.
Yeah, we can't have that happening. So Nolan Hurt, big free throws here. He hits one, and then the question becomes, what do you do, right?
3.6.
Do you foul to keep them from being able to hit a three to tie? Do you know?
And who's your three-point shot if you're Illini Bluffs?
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that comes into scenario play here. If he hits both, especially, you could foul him, or you could just let it run off, or whatever you want to do. There's so many things. He hits the first one. So many ideas of what to do here, but if he hits them both, I'm guessing they'll just let the clock run out.
Yep. So big shot here for Hurt.
Because even if they make a three from long distance,
and it was intercepted by West Hancock.
Score 64-60. Illini Bluffs up by 20 in the third quarter. Drops this one by 4, 64-60.
And that's why you stay in battle till the final buzzer here.
So we'll take a couple-minute break, and we'll get some stats, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School to finish this one up. The final 64-60. The Titans come back from 20 down in the third quarter to get the win pretty much at the buzzer thanks to 4 free throws by Nolan Hurt in the final minute. Actually, in the final, 30 seconds or so. And we'll let John give you the final stats.
So for the victorious West Hancock Titans, leading the way was Louis Siegfried. He had 19 of the 64 for the Titans. A close second, Gavin Grotehouse had 16. Gage Scott followed with 13. Nolan Hurt had 9, and Hunter Froman had 7. As for the Illini Bluff Tigers, Hank Alvey led the way with 24. Devin White added 14. Toby Cooper had 12. And Jaden Washington with 5. Wyatt Hendel had 3, and Jack Murphy added 2.
So that'll do it for game number 2. Oddly enough, we're going to start just about the time we would have started if we'd have started a half hour later instead of 4:30. But that'll do it from the West Hancock Illini Bluffs game. Titans 64, Tigers 60. We'll be back with the Spartans and the Cyclones in just a few minutes on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.